already perverted, which then led you to the stripper pole to do a degenerate action.
Hold on. Not baby girl belly hanging out.
Your thinking was already perverted with...
Oh, come on, family. Not your stomach hanging out, girl. She about to pull it down?
Then led you to the stripper pole to do a
she pulled it down. What it do, what it does. Welcome back to Rod's Reacts, baby. You did what I'm saying. So, like I said, I was going to do another reaction to the new Fugazee podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like I did in the last video. So apparently the last video was part 2. This video is part 1. You dig what I'm saying? So let's really get into the whole vibe of what was going on before part 2. You did.
Right. I think that comparison is where you lost us.
Yeah. What comparison?
A pedophile and a gay person. Yeah, like
No. It's very simple, ladies. You're being lost because you're
no, we just
confused.
don't agree. It's not lost.
It's not about being agree. You don't understand. What I'm
No, I understand and I don't agree.
It's because you're emotionally
She cutting up.
No,
listen real quick.
I don't like the narrative that because somebody doesn't agree with you, that means their emotions are at play. I don't have to agree with what you're saying and it comes from an emotional standpoint. I don't agree with your views, your value, your standpoint. I don't agree.
Listen, baby girl, listen. I know you don't agree because you're on a stripper pole. Usually you're doing something.
Agreeing what you saying.
Your views. It's very simple. Look. Time out. Look. Your views are already perverted. That's what led you. Listen, time out. One mic at a time.
I know people that I know male degenerates that you are friends with, and you just sat up here and said you distance yourself from them. But I've seen them on this podcast, and I can name the degenerate things that they've done if I really wanted to. So you
people that smoke weed?
No, that ain't it. I'm talking about sexual activities that make them degenerates. I ain't even talking about weed. And I've seen them on this podcast, on the clips that I did view. I've seen their faces.
I've had a gay person on this podcast?
No. If that's the only
I've never had a gay person.
That's not what
How would you know though? How would you know though?
No. Stop with the gay. So the only way for a man to be degenerate to you is for
stop with the gay.
For him to do something gay.
No. That's not what I'm saying. But anyways, let's get back on topic.
I didn't say gay. Let's get back on topic. That you were friends with on this podcast do degenerate things that are sexual nature that don't have to do with homosexuality, and you didn't separate yourself from them. You might not have known the degenerate things they've done behind things. Whether it's targeting younger women when they're 30 plus because they know they're more susceptible to
what younger women?
I was one of those younger women.
How old were you?
20.
Okay, so a man, look at chat, this is crazy. So a man that's in their 30s talking to a woman that's 20, you think that's degenerate?
What do y'all think? Now, I think 20 is pretty young. I can't say that that's what I would go for, but it's nothing wrong with that because she's 2 years after legal. Now, I done heard people say, yeah, I kick with an 18-year-old. It's just like, bro, that's a little too close. Because that means you was really probably watching this girl since she was 17. And now as soon as she turned 18, you ready to pounce. Which I commend you for waiting, but damn. You know what I'm saying? But a 20-year-old, it's on the flow for her. She done had a whole 365 days times 2 and be an adult. She good to go.
No. I didn't say that. I said what was asked and what was the seductive nature.
No, you just said
because
one mic at a time. I'm the host. I'm gonna speak. You are accusing me having people on this podcast. No, listen. You're accusing me of having people on this podcast that was talking to younger women. I just asked you something, and you said it was you. I said, how old are you? You said you're 20.
No, I'm not 20 now. I was 20 then.
I said, how old were you at the time? You were 20 years old. At the time. Okay, you were 20 years old at the time. How is that anything degenerate? An older man talking to a girl that's younger?
That's not what I said was the degenerate part. You skipped past what was the degenerate part. I said...
I already told you.
Purposely going out of their way. In my personal opinion, it is degenerate when a man 30 plus intentionally seeks out women in their early 20s.
Nothing is wrong with that. Okay, listen. Stop it right there. Wrong. You are incorrect.
I'm not wrong.
No,
that's my opinion.
Let me stop you there, right? And this is what I'm saying, what I wanted to tell you before. The reason why you ended up on a stripper pole is because your mind is perverted anyway and it's diluted.
You don't know.
Hey, do y'all agree with that? Do y'all agree that she has the polluted mind since she's a stripper? Let me know in the comments below.
One mic at a time. I'll let you speak, and I was asking you questions, and I'll let you finish through. Got it, right? So what I'm saying is this. Your thinking was already perverted, which then led you to the stripper pole to do a degenerate action.
Hold on. Not baby girl belly hanging out.
Your thinking was already perverted with...
Oh, come on, family. Not your stomach hanging out, girl. She about to pull it down?
Then led you to the stripper pole to do a degenerate action. Because you sliding down a pole and let another nigga slap your butt and throw money on you is disgusting and degrading. Yeah, you say you don't let niggas do that, but I'm sure they do. I can probably call up my homie right now and see what's good.
No, look, all right, look. Hey, it seems like they got a rapport. It seems like he knows her. And it seemed like he know what kind of foul things she's been on. You feel me? This is a personal relationship right here. Because the way she just popping off is kind of crazy.
Same homie that we probably talking about is the one that did the degenerate actions that I'm talking about.
Okay, but you were 20 years old. That's what you're trying to say. That's not degenerate.
Okay, so and my question to you was: is the only thing that makes a man degenerate being homosexual? Because okay, so what makes a man degenerate to you? Because I said
let's get into
if a man 30 plus seduces a woman 10 years his senior,
about a woman?
It's still degenerate.
Look,
you sound crazy.
Baby girl cooking now. Hey, she didn't say nothing in part 2. Now she about to cook.
A woman 20 knowing that she's going into a club knowing it's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old men.
No.
In there, you know you about to go in there and they about to
no. And that's fine. What I'm asking,
bro, first off, she didn't even get a chance to think to have a good response. Hold on, let's take that back. She didn't even give baby girl the opportunity to explain herself before she just ready to no.
That she's going into a club knowing it's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old men.
No.
In there, you know you about to go in there and they about to
no. And that's fine. What I'm
and that's fine
is from his because from what I was getting, it seems like the only thing that he was saying that made a man degenerate is homosexuality. Because
no. You trying to switch it up? You trying to backpedal now?
I'm asking.
Hey, baby girl, she nodded like Look at her head.
I'm asking because my point was
you're trying to backpedal.
A man 30 plus. No, I'm not. For me, I feel like it's degenerate behavior for a man 30 plus to seduce women 10 years his senior in cohorts.
That's not a seduce. So one, let's make some corrections here, right? What do you think about a woman? What do you think about it? What's the one woman? Dane.
Drea?
We got Drea talking to the young basketball player. He's 19 years old. She's 35 years old.
That's nasty.
You think that's inappropriate?
That's nasty.
Okay, wrong. From your act.
See, now she didn't have the same energy when he mentioned that. That's not right. No, why won't you yell? That's not right. How you was just yelling it wasn't right. Make it make sense.
Listen, ladies. Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel, but at the end of the day, here are the facts, right? Because I only speak facts. At the end of the day, when a woman becomes 18, guess what? She is legal. She is legal to drive. Facts. She is legal to she legal to smoke marijuana in certain states. She isn't legal to drink alcohol, maybe in certain countries, right? But she's legal. She has full agency and responsibility over her body. Agency is a woman having responsibility. So if you have responsibility, you must have authority over your actions, right? So when you are 18, you are legal. So a man, you talking about one of my friends talking to you when you was 20 years old. Bro, they do what they supposed to do. You get them out of young.
I didn't even lay out. You're assuming what I'm talking about. Listen, I said sexual acts. Talking in a sexual act.
I wouldn't want any of my friends talking to no girls that's taking any girls. If they is doing it, it's like, man, that's your choice. But would I recommend it? I wouldn't recommend any of my friends to be talking to a girl that's sliding down a pole. That's just my recommendation. I would never recommend it.
Inside the strip club saying that they were with the strippers in there. So
I don't recommend it. That's what I'm saying. If they go ahead and do it, that's what they want to go ahead and do.
Look, we all got homeboys that do things that I wouldn't recommend you doing. But if that's what you do, that's what you do. Hey, I ain't mad at you unless it's like something too crazy for me to even comprehend. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, do you, player? You pay your own bills. What I eat don't make you poo. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But do you think that an 18-year-old, 19-year-old
is mentally mature enough to deal with someone who is 35, 40 years old?
Yeah, 100%.
If your 15-year-old daughter comes to you with her 35-year-old boyfriend,
that's what I just said.
How does your view? That's
I'll
okay with you?
explain it to you. Yes.
No, I'm asking you.
I will explain it to you. I'll give you a detailed answer if you want it, right?
No, I'm asking.
I'll give you that answer. Listen. Stop talking. Listen to listen to understand. Got you. Men and women are different, right? Since men and women are different, it takes time for a man to acquire value. Like I said in the beginning of the podcast, since it takes time for a man to become a man, usually it's going to be older, right? For a woman, she's born with her value. So it doesn't take any time. The more time she waits, that's more opportunities for her to get smashed by this, smashed and dumped by this. And it's more emotional trauma being packed on, and it's harder for her to submit to a masculine man. No. So for a woman, she's at her prime value, her peak value when she's young. When she's 18, 19, 20. Let me finish. When she's young, 18, 19, 20 years old, 21 years old, pretty much the value, a woman is at her prime value when she's in, because attraction isn't symmetrical, meaning that what you find attractive in a man, the man doesn't find attractive in you. He doesn't want those same characteristic traits. Men don't want a strong, masculine, dominant woman, a woman that knows this and got this in order, a woman that studied this and had this degree. We don't care about that. We don't look for that.
At least I don't. My girl could be as dumb as a doorknob. If you for me, you for me.
That in a woman. So you're trying to
about that.
No. Listen, men in general do not care about this. Time out. You only think that men care about that because it's lied to you. They lied to you.
Why are you screaming?
Listen. You talk about listen, because I want you to. I want you to listen.
Have to scream for me to
I don't care. It's my podcast. Listen. You think what you think is because lied to you to smash. I'm not trying to smash. I'm keeping it real.
You talking
about? You get it? I'm not trying to hook up with none of y'all. If you want a stupid little
girl who's going to obey you, it's
you move.
You're prying on.
I'm speaking over here.
But okay, it sounds like you're prying on little ass girls.
Anyone.
But that's what you're saying. You're saying that woman.
Okay, but
I'll let you talk.
Hey, baby girl, fine as hell. Let's be honest. Look at her, fine as hell, boy. Ooh.
On little ass girls. But that's what you're saying. You're saying that women. Okay, but I'll let you talk, so it's my turn. You're saying that men prefer younger women because of what you're basically saying is.
Let me tell you something, bro. Ain't no dude gonna be messing with this, bro. Ain't nobody trying to deal with this. Not one bit. Not one bit. And I know she thinks she just the shit. I know she do. You know what I'm saying? She probably own everything she got. That's a beautiful thing, but ain't no dude trying to mess with this. And if you do, it explains a lot about that dude.
That's our prime time. That's our prime time. But what I'm saying
what are you saying?
What I'm saying is, to me, from what it sounds like from a lot of men who pry on younger girls,
not on what
pray.
But how they think of it is
speak on what
that little younger girls are gonna let you slide with. You know for a fact, a woman who got her together is not gonna let it fly.
And that's exactly why we don't want to deal with the old generation of women. You know what I'm saying? We gonna mess with the young thing, man. If I got the option to get a 2008 Corvette or a 2018 Corvette, I think it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer to me. Now, unless I'm just a classic driving type of individual, but classics only matters when it comes to cars and collectibles. And some of you can say, ooh, ah. Ain't nobody gonna say, ooh, ah. Come on now. You get what I'm saying.
And you guys want control.
It's not about slide.
That's what it's about. Because you're talking about education, and then that means that they don't give a fuck about you being educated.
Correct. There are immoral people. Listen, one mic at a time.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Let me speak to her. I get what you're saying. Of course, any human being would, if someone wants to take advantage of someone, and if they have this mindset to take advantage of someone, they're going to do it. If they're old, young, the same age, they're going to do that, right? So we know that there are men with bad motives. One mic at a time, I'm speaking. We know that there are men with bad motives. I don't disagree with that. I agree with that, right? We know that there are women with bad motives. Like, for example, Drea talking to a younger guy. Her motives could be good and pure, right? Or her motives could be, well, I'm going to get this dude that's in the NBA that's young. I could finesse him, get this bag, and take advantage of it. I can make up that excuse, right? Because we know that women do it and did it before, right? But those are just bad people in general. We get that. I'm not talking about that. We get it. I understand that. I'm talking about Generally speaking, men have a natural proclivity to find a liking in a soft, feminine, submissive woman. What type of women have those things and still have a lower body count? Usually
younger women.
Younger women. The probability is higher for a younger woman.
A 5-year-old.
What are you talking about?
Come on.
What?
You're talking about children.
Right.
You're talking about children.
Stop it.
Come on, bro.
Men desire purity. We don't desire all these other things that you're talking about, right? Just listen to understand and stop giving emotional reactions.
We're not.
Listen, I'm peeling all the layers back. I'm going to the biology of it, right? I granted you what you said. Got it. I understand. Now listen to what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Men just have a natural proclivity for a feminine, soft, submissive woman. And the highest probability of getting that is normally a younger person because they've experienced less, right? That's just the facts. The more you experience, the more you go through in life, the more dick you had, the more trauma you've been through, the more baggage you will bring to that man.
It's pretty straightforward.
Guess what? A smart...
What did that have to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? She need to go.
Man, and a man that earns something and knows how things work and the world operates, right? He knows women's nature. He's like, okay, well, this 30-year-old, well, dang, she been with this dude, been with that dude. She's gonna suffer more trauma, right? The 18-year-old, there are 18-year-olds and 19 and 20-year-olds and 21-years that been through things too. Well, we stay away from those girls, like the girls that's on the stripper pole that's 20 years old. We don't want to deal with those girls. But there are girls, the probability is much higher for a younger girl to just have been through less, is what I'm saying. So since the probability is higher that a younger girl been through less, most men are attracted to less because we don't care about all of your accomplishments and the goals that you're going through. Because even when we get into a relationship, my money is your money and your money is your money. So what the frick?
My boy preaching. My boy cooking in the lab. Rick and Morty.
Why do I care about your accomplishments and the things that you're doing? I don't give a freak about that. I want a woman to be soft, feminine, submissive, and be a cheerleader and follow my lead. Guess what? The other girl, and you making little comments while I'm speaking.
No, because
listen.
I haven't heard a man say that.
It's totally
honestly,
fine. No.
I
Listen,
haven't heard a man say he wanted a woman to be a cheerleader. Honestly,
baby girl in the middle, she fed up.
I haven't heard a man say he wanted a.
Look at her face. She's just like, damn.
Woman to be a cheerleader, honestly.
Okay, I got you. When I'm speaking, now you're being a little disrespectful and annoying, okay?
Okay.
Got you. So listen, when I'm speaking, shut up.
Father.
Don't speak. It's very simple. Or you can get off the podcast.
Some shut up.
I've had to warn you many of times. If you don't like it, you can leave.
I'm really not worried about that. It's just
no. Listen. If you don't want to actually, when I'm speaking, and listen to understand instead of listening to respond and give these little side comments. If you can't do that, the door is there and it's okay.
Or you could just, if you want me to leave, you can ask me to leave.
No, it's totally fine. If you do it again, I will have to kick you out. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get into that. It's like I'm a father. Now you clapping.
Come on.
Listen, none of that.
Come on, bro.
It's like I'm a father and I gotta say one strike here, third strike, you out. So you got two. One more strike, you out.
Okay.
So let me finish and land my plane, and then I'll let all of y'all go. It's very simple, right? So you were saying something, right? And I granted you what you said. And I'm not saying that, there aren't guys, right? I'm not saying that there aren't guys that will be like, you know what? Yeah, I want a girl that's going to be younger just, because, I could get away with more things. I'm sure that there are guys like that, just like there are women that are going to talk to a young NBA player so she can get away with things, right? We know that there's people like that. Can you grant me that? Okay. I'm not talking about none of that. So let's put those to the side. Those are the two extremes, right? We got the extreme version of the man just manipulating a woman, and we got the manipulating a younger woman, and then we got the extreme version of a woman manipulating a younger man. Put that to the side. We got.
All right, look, we about to skip to the end. We just about to see if anything erupts.
It's very simple to understand. Y'all all want. Now let's just flip it, right? Because I don't think y'all understand it. Y'all will agree to this. Y'all all want a leader. Y'all said that. You all want a masculine man. You all want an assertive, dominant man. And some of y'all gave other things like honesty, respectful, things like that. All of these things that you want in a man takes time to acquire. So what's the highest probability for a man to have that? When he's 35 or 18?
35.
Exactly. Got it, right? So look, you feel me? Now you're making sense. So listen, no, stop. You went outside your brain. I see you over here. Listen, right? You just said that you have this natural proclivity to want things in a man that takes time to acquire. So you're attracted to men that are older, right? And guess what? We want things in a woman that don't take time to acquire. It takes meaning that they have to preserve it. So we are going to be attracted to women that have the characteristic traits. And guess what? It just happens to be when they're younger. Just like for you, the things that you want in a man, it just happens to be for when that man is older. Because men and women.
She ain't feeling that. She ain't feeling that. Look, and we didn't even have to watch that little break. She is not feeling that. I guess you right.
That's why they do the podcast. Freaking, it's different. Attraction isn't symmetrical. It's asymmetrical, meaning that what you find attractive in a man, guess what? The man doesn't find attractive back in you. Goddamn.
Hey, cooking. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I really rock with this podcast, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's enlightening. And I really like to watch it just to see how he breaks certain things down. Because the way he think, I really like. The way he just use his words just to kind of dissect and cut. And he don't necessarily be disrespectful with it, but just in the way they respond back to him, he got to be a little snappy. But thoroughly enjoyed this reaction. With that being said, man, look, make sure y'all like, subscribe, you know, all that cool stuff. We on the road to 500. Let's get to 500, man. And I'm going to tap in with y'all in a little bit. Peace.